We are live and we are back with another live stream TV placement song critique. I go by Excalibur Zero, the music producer you can grow with. Every Friday we come on the stream, we listen to your music and we tell you why or why not it may fit for television. I have 6 years of sync licensing music supervisor experience as well as 8 years of composing experience for TV shows, small films, and advertisements. And my goal is to help you reach your first placement. If you're new here and you're trying to figure out how to submit, what you can do is join the Discord community in the description below. And then you go ahead and go to the live TV placement song critique section, which is right here. If you're looking on your screen, you can hover over this section, just drop it in that, and we'll listen to your music. Happy Friday. What is good? Charismatic. Behold the sword of power. What is good? My boy, why I am Wave. Happy Friday, bro. Happy Friday indeed. Happy BMI payment day, actually, too. I got to say that in the chat. What's good, Revision? What is up, man? Let me go ahead and share the stream. We're live listening to your music. How's everybody's week going? What's up, BMI gang? Anybody BMI gang out here that got paid today? What is good? It's a Beats. Happy Friday. We're about to get started here shortly. I think first up we have today is going to be MMB. Yep, MMB is the first one because this is the last one we left off with last week. We're going to get it started here shortly. All right, let's get started. First up, we got the homie Mystery Music Beats. Oh, looks like he deleted it. I just signed my second library. Hey, congrats, bro. Let's go, man. Keep stacking up those placements. All right, then I guess we have first up Alan T. Since MMB's track was removed, we'll go ahead and listen to Alan's. It's a collab, looks like. So he thinks it's clipping a little bit. Is this very quiet for you guys? That sounds dope. What's up, Alex? Dope, man. That's very different. That has like a whimsical, like Halloween feel to it. I feel like it would fit really well for like a video game or something, especially with that drum and bass flow going on in the background. Nice switch ups and everything. Dope work from the homie Allen. I don't think that one was clipping. It didn't sound like it was clipping to me. It did sound quiet to me in the beginning, but it sounds like you have an effect on it. That's why. Next up, we got the homie Allen again. This one's an X.E.L.O. November sample flip. Yeah, it was dope. I like the drum and bass flow. Oh, hey. I see why it was quiet now. What about me? It's dope. I like this a lot. Dope, man. That was fire. Good work from the homie Allen once again. This is a good drama beat, has a lot of good energy to it, would also fit as a scene opener for TV shows. Nicely done. The coach says, sounds like background music when I play Marvel Snap. That's dope. Has a good anthem feel to it. I see somebody shared their track in this one, which is the wrong one, but I got you. We'll put this one on here. I'll put this, that way we know this is Sadai's. And I'll play that one in sequential order. Next up, we got the homie Ivy Willow. This was called Down, Not Out. What's good? Ali, welcome back. Has a very emotional, reflective feel to it. Those snares were dope. Big good, bro. With the switch up. kind of want to see where this goes now. Oh, okay, yeah, brass to it. All right, I'm gonna pause it there since it's at 3 minutes, around 3 minutes. Nice work from the homie Ivy Willow. I think this is a good emotional drama track. You hear emotional drama all over TV. It's pretty self-explanatory when you hear emotional drama when there's some type of emotional conflict going on. So I feel like this would be a good track for that. I do think that if you do want to submit it for TV, the only critique I have is the arrangement. You want this to get, I know you're going for the building effect, which is really good. You do a good job building out the layers, but I think they need to come together quicker. Like this part of the track can come in a lot earlier, I feel like, where everything starts to drop. That's the only critique I have on that. Everything else sounds pretty solid. Nicely done. Next up, we got the homie Hamada with some bass house and CS style. Hamada starting the Friday off with a vibe. Oh my God. Bro snapped on this one. Oh my gosh. Hamada with another one. This dude Hamada does not miss. Super consistent with this sound. This track is crazy, bro. Had the energy pumping up in here. It's a hit, bro. This joint is a hit. True. Next up, we got the homie Hamada again. This was another track. It's a tech house style. Yeah, fire. My house a club right now. Hey, facts. Need a jellyfish gift. This one.
I like the way you touch the floor.
This dude is so good.
I like the way you touch the floor. I like the way you touch the
That baseline is dope.
I like the way you touch the
Alright, I'm gonna pause it right there. That track was fire. Once again from the homie Hamada. Nicely done, bro. Both these tracks are really good. A lot of different places I feel like they can both fit. We talked about this before, but they especially fit in like the esports domain. Alright, next up we got the homie Denny Beats. He says been trying new tips. Denny Beats is a young producer. I think he's like 12.
Denny Beats made this.
On the grind, man. Yeah, it's facts charismatic. What's good, the key? What was that? What was that chant, Denny? What's good, Chikara? All right, dude. I'm gonna be completely honest. This one doesn't feel as like I don't know if it's structured or if it doesn't feel as full as the other ones. Like your other ones feel way more melodic. This one feels a little different than the other ones. Let's see where it goes. Let me listen to the next one. It sounds like, if I'm understanding, the other tracks you've been submitting have been more loop based. This one doesn't sound like it's loop based. Like you're trying your own melodies, which is good. I encourage that. I actually encourage you, especially if you're just starting out, to try to create from scratch as much as possible without using melodic loops. Percussion loops are fine, but melodic loops as much as possible is going to get you better quicker.
Denny Beats made this.
What's up, Carlos? Says Fire Beats Friday. Yes, sir. What's up, Wise One? He said trust your gut. I agree. Definitely. Same one with this one, Denny. You know what I said before? I think you should still keep creating, keep getting the repetitions in, keep practicing. Keep getting those repetitions in. Next up, we got the homie Charismatic. He said, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. As per usual, just looking to see what this will fit and what could be changed. The last beat is a remake of a track that I did last year, so I'm just trying to see if it's this version is better. Happy Friday, everyone. And is a good holiday track. I think this would be cool, like for like NBA sports or the sports highlights. But when they do it during holiday, they play stuff like this. I feel like at one point there's too much going on with this section, like with the drill. I think I heard right there. I feel like there was too much going on right there. In my opinion, everything else sounds pretty solid. Has a good holiday vibe to it, good energy to it, and nice big little drops you did right here. Right here. Otherwise, good work. Next one is from the homie Charismatic again. This one's called Holiday Spirit. If you guys didn't hear us talk about it last week, I did say that holiday placement cues are really good. They're evergreen placements, which means like every year when they're picking out the music for Christmas or holiday times, they're usually using the same tracks and they're adding maybe a few to their arsenal. So I really think that it's a really good way to capitalize on placements yearly. The bad thing about that is usually they look for holiday tracks all the way starting from like June. There's some movies that like the companies that specifically work on Christmas movies every year or Christmas TV shows all year round. So you definitely want to hop on that train like a lot, like really early. But if you're doing like stuff for like NBA sports, like that, obviously that stuff's going to be airing more towards like the end of the year around this time. You know? Yeah, it sounded like it was 808. You have like an 808 slide going on. Let me hear something real quick. That's a good intro too. I was gonna say this part would be dope for your intro, and then bring it back into that same part. Like you put this at the intro, but that intro is still good that you have anyway. So just ignore what I'm saying. This was dope too as well. I would like to hear, or not, maybe not like to hear. If you submit, I recommend submitting a version 2 without the like a non-organ stem. Not that this organ is bad, but if you think about Christmas holiday tracks, right? A lot of them are pretty simple melodies that are catchy, that make you want to be in the holiday spirit. And this kind of, those bells in the background that you have for this have that feel. Have a really, like those bells I feel like can shine if they're the forefront, and I think the organ kind of takes away of that a little bit, but I still think it fits, if that makes sense. So I recommend sending a stem with this with no organ and see how it does. That's another solid track. Let's listen to this next one from the homie Charismatic called Christmas Drama. This is the one he said that he made last year. It's a remake, just trying to see if this version is better. good, Kid JJ? Welcome back, bro. Glad to see you back in the stream. Sting was fire. Oh my god. Nicely done from the Homie Charismatic. The first thing I heard when I heard this, like I felt like this would be perfect for like a Mike Epps Christmas style movie. You know, the ones that are more comical. I feel like that would fit really well for that. Also, what I mentioned earlier with this first track, I think this will fit really well for like NBA sports highlights during the holiday season when they're showing the statistics and stuff like that. And they have a little Christmas banner around the little stat card of Kevin Durant's 30-point game. This track would be good in the background for that. I also think that if you don't get this placed, don't be afraid to take out that sleigh bell and just turn it in as a regular drama track. Because this is nice impact, nice energy, good anthem vibe to it. Nicely done. What's good, Fez? The plug, he said, what's good? First stream, rocking with the beats. Hey, man, glad to have you by. Thanks for coming through. Glad you're liking the tracks, man. We got some good ones here. Some talented people in the community. Glad to have you. Next up, we got the homie YIM. Speaking of talent, he said this is an older, unmixed whip, but still cool. What's up, Freddie River? What's up, bro? The whole gang's here. Crazy. What? Entire nations? Is it silence? Oh yeah, it's a lot of silence. Bro, that was ridiculous. Has a really good cinematic feel to it. I got goosebumps when the horns came in. Oh my. Beautiful. This dude, the key said, I can smell colors. I feel at peace. Very adventurous. Wasn't expecting that. Kung Fu Panda montage. Very dope beat. Or more like a score. Kid's talented, man. That guy is super talented. Next up, we got the homie Revision. He said, happy Friday, everyone. Just got accepted to another library. Let's go. And currently working out the contract. Got a variety of beats this time around. I was going back and forth with the mix on the last one, so any tips would be great. I'm not going to lie. I'm congested. I'm sick. Got a sinus infection. So any mixing tips is probably going to be terrible for me. If you guys hear something that I don't hear, just let me know. Because my hearing is not great. My hearing is not great right now. This one's called Forget It. What's up, Wayward? You going against Charismatic with that little sting ending right there. Nicely done, man. This is a really solid track. This is a good scene opener track. This really fits the vibe. A scene opener, if you guys are not familiar with the scene opener, it's basically the opening track or the track that is playing behind the B-roll when they're showing the setting of a TV show. So when they're showing the actual setting of where the show is taking place, and this has a really good vibe to it. I think this would fit really well in a lot of different places. Solid track all around. 10 out of 10. Next up, we got the Homie Revision again. This was called No Way. I love the sound selection, man. What's good, Kevin? Nicely done, man. Another good one. The spacing on this verse, the verse section is ridiculous. Beautifully done. Another one from the Homie Revisions. This is a good drama track. This would fit really well for dramatic scenes with not like a heavy dramatic track where they're actually fighting, but when something's building up. Or it would just be good as a general underscore track. Escape room type beat. Got an eerie vibe to it. I like it. All right, next up we got the Homie Revision again. I'm going to put a poll in the chat before we start this track. You guys got to tell me what kind of track, what kind of genre this would fit for TV. What genre would this fit for TV? And then I'm just going to put a couple genres in here. You guys tell me what you guys think it is. I'm just writing them out real quick. I have no idea what they're going to be, so I haven't heard this track yet. So hopefully it's on the list. If it's not, my bad. Hopefully this track fits in one of these genres. If it doesn't, That's on me. All right, the poll is up. Let's start it. It's called Just Do It. All right, I'm going to close the poll. If you guys haven't already voted yet, I'll give you like a couple seconds left. I already see some, and I see some votes already. So we have drama or tension, scene closer, scene opener, comedy and dramedy. So far, you guys do not think it is scene closer or comedy and dramedy, and you're right. If you voted drama and tension, or if you voted scene opener, they both fit for that style. What makes it? What do you like? People who voted drama and tension, why do you think it's drama and tension? And people who voted scene opener, why do you think it's scene opener? Because it is both. Has a good vibe for both. It's like a boxing montage type beat. That's very true. Quad X. What's good, Quad? What's good, Channel Forbes? Welcome back. Yeah, that track was super solid. Good energy to it. Had my head knocking the entire time. All right, if you guys don't know, like, the reason why it's drama is obviously because of confrontation. Like, there's big suspense to it, heavy drama to it. Has a good confrontation feel to it. But it also could be a scene opener. As well. Nicely done. The ominous strings and the stabs, yeah. The bounce plus the string tremolo motif, yeah. All right. Next up, you got the homie YIM. Nicely done. Scene opener because it's very short build up and nice drop. Good observation. Brass. Go, man. All right, I'll stop it right there. Let's play this next one. Sounds like a beat battle type beat. Oh my, what the? Yeah, he did the key. This guy's crazy. That beat was crazy, man. It sounds like something Ant-Man listens to when he like jumps into the quantum realm or something. That's like what people hear when they take ayahuasca and they like first transmit to whatever universe they go to. This needs to be on the new Run the Jewels album. It was crazy. Nicely done from the homie YIM. Once again, I see you submitted a super chat. Appreciate you Quad X for the €8. I will play your 2 tracks after I play Chikara's since you are jumping the line. Let's play Chikara's first. This one is a Justin Bieber, Kid Laroi type beat. Chikara. Chia. Feels like it would be good for TV, like a comedy track. this was Dope Chikara. This has like almost like an 80s feel a little bit to it. But I feel like this would fit well. I think I said comedy earlier, but I also feel like it would fit well for an ad, like an advertisement. If you don't want to submit it to an artist. Kids YouTube show. I can see that too, actually. Kids shows pay crazy, man. Can you think about, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Coco Melon, but it's basically like a nursery rhyme show where they have animated videos to like nursery rhyme music. And they make bank off that. Like Child's Music makes so much money. It's crazy. But nobody's going to be wanting making like Kids Bop beats all day, you know what I'm saying? So Android commercial vibes. It has like a commercial for like not like health insurance or like some type of male enhancement pill. All right, next up we got the homie Quad X. This one's called Forgotten Tales. Thanks for the super chat, Quad X. This boy Quad X, man. This boy Quad X went that didn't even feel like a 4-minute track. That was wild. Next one is Quad X. This is called 911. Good, Denny. Yeah, I played it. Quad X got the Illuminati type beats, man. Quad X is in the Illuminati, 100%. It's like, nah. The sound design is crazy on both of those tracks. Nicely done from the homie Quad X. Next up, we got the homie Zadi. Said, brother, what do you think about this? Let's listen to it.
Zeddy.
Okay. To switch up? Okay. All right, Zadie. This one's dope, man. This has a good like scene opener drama feel to it. I do think that it does get a little bit too repetitive if you do submit it for TV, but I do see that it's for like a tight beat right now. So one thing you want to focus on is structure for sure if you're submitting for sync placements. But regardless, track has good energy to it. Nice drums. Hits really well. Nicely done. What is up? Robin, welcome, bro. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Denny, no problem. You can watch the restream, Denny, if you missed any of the track that I critiqued. Definitely could be used for sports stuff. Indeed, it could. Next up, we got the homie Ali, a.k.a. Jace Boy. This one's called Every Time I See You. All right, Ali, this one's dope, man. It has a good, like, island vacation vibe to it. Good scene opener track, especially for, like I said, vacation vibes. I do think, like, the drums are really ahead in the mix compared to the rest of the track. I don't know if it's not mixed yet or not finished, but that's, like, the first thing I noticed as far as a critique. Everything else sounds pretty solid. Has a good vibe to it. Nice sound selection. This next one's called WYT. Takes him back to his home. Dope. That was dope. Only a little 17-second snippet, but that was fire. I was waiting for Drake to drop on that. All right, next up we got the homie Juice Atkins. This is a comedy and dramedy beat. If you guys don't know what comedy and dramedy is, it's used in a lot of reality TV and movies. Basically, it's going to be scenes that feel awkward or comedic or lighthearted. Anything that's supposed to be funny. Comedy and dramedy beats do a really good job of kind of helping with that vibe. Has like that ad vibe to it. This is the template from the course actually. I think it's missing like a couple of elements though. I feel like it's missing a couple of elements to give a little bit more depth, but it's not bad. It's a good start for sure, especially going off the template. And then one of these notes right here sounded out of key. That one. At the very end, that piano, one of the notes sounds a little off key. I think that maybe adding one or two elements to kind of just give it a little bit more depth might help this a little bit. But it has like an advertisement comedy feel to it. Very good start. I know this is your first comedy track, so let's listen to the second one. No problem, Denny. Same thing with this one. It's missing a couple elements. same thing. Yeah, like I said, with same thing in this one. The end gets a lot better though. You add more build to it. And I know you're using you're trying to implement the same sounds that are from the template. I recommend also don't be afraid to experiment with other sounds like Anasynth 2 or like Silent or anything that you have that's a VST that has really good plucky synthetic sounds to it. I think it would sound really cool with this if you add it to give it a little bit more depth and layer as well. Let's listen to one more. I usually like to play 3 from everybody, so we'll play one more. Oh, this is the same beat, man. This is the same beat from almost the same beat from the template, but it's just changed a little bit. Let's listen to this one. Add some one shots for ambience. It's a good tip. More sound selection for sure. I definitely think the sound selection is what you should work on. That's probably the first thing I would work on with this. Picking out the right sounds. That way that you're getting that most current contemporary sound. That's what they look for when they're looking for music for sync. You definitely don't want to sound dated. And some of these sounds sound very like Nexus 2 2012 style. I just recommend updating your sounds right now, especially with all the Black Friday deals going on. There's a lot of good deals that are going on. I have a video that recommends some VST plugins too if you're looking to get started. But good start so far. Juice. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for submitting to the stream. Next up, you get the homie Zadi. This is a Tiger Club type beat. All right, Denny. Have a good night, bro.
Zebby.
Would definitely work for TV. All right, I have the same note on this one, Zadi, as last one. Is just if you want to submit it for sync, I would recommend working on arrangement. That way it's not as repetitive, but I know this is a type beat. Regardless, this is really good for TV. I feel like it would fit really well, especially if you submit it to like Real Housewives of Dubai or like Straws on Sunset. But even if you get rid of like the Middle Eastern like Arabic scale melodies and just kept that pluck with like maybe another different instrument or something, you wanted to turn this in for like a comedy or dramedy track, it would fit really well for TV. But regardless, this has a home for sure. Good sound selection as well. I like the flute that's added to it. Nicely done. Yeah, the main instrument so Eastern. Love it. Yeah, for sure. It has a good pluck. It's a good pluck you used. All right, next up we got the homie Freddie River. He said, I don't know if I sent this one yet, but here's a little something I did not too long ago. Okay, Freddie River, let's set the vibe.
Hey, yo, Freddie.
Hey, yo, Freddie. Okay. Nicely done, Freddie. That was crazy, man. You got the chat going crazy. I was cracking up. This dude said, got me making the bed and lighting candles, getting ready for tonight with my pink robe. Got me feeling like $1 million sipping on wine. I like Zay's comment saying, feels like a Lexus commercial. Nicely done. Freddie, he said KY jelly commercial. Somebody, hey, mods, ban this dude charismatic, man. Charismatic, ban yourself. It's like, no. It's too funny. All right, nicely done, Freddie. Dope vibes as always, man. Love your eclectic sound. Very signature, eclectic, ethereal type of sound. Very lush. Next up, we got the homie Fez, the plug. He said, hey, I made this beat for a beat battle last year, and I was wondering if this could be used for a placement. I started setting up my BMI account, and I want to start making placement money. Okay. Any feedback? Welcome. Thanks. I used Tornado Siren sample because that was the challenge of the beat battle, but I can take that out. I could take that and Vine the sample. Okay. If you're using any samples for sync licensing, it's a no-no. You do not want to use samples. Even some melodic royalty-free loops are starting to get flagged. I recommend if you do want to use anything that helps you quickly structure a beat or MIDI loops or like free MIDI files that are royalty-free. Other than that, you do not want to be using samples, and I usually try to stay away from a lot of loops now, except for Arcade because you have the capability of customizing the loop. All right, this one's called Sirens.
There's nothing for us to worry about. We're the ones that have the bomb.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Perfect. Dope, man. That was dope. I like that track a lot. Nicely done from the homie Fez. Yeah, that definitely has a sync licensing vibe to it. I think it has like a montage vibe. I know like boom bap. Is that considered boom bap? Like boom bap style. This style fits really well for like those home shows where they're showing architectural designs. I have a few placements on shows like that that have this type of vibe to it. Very clean, man. Very lush. Love the stuff you have it going on in the background too. Like in the background that sounds so clean. I would just recommend taking out all those little samples that you used, like the perfect and the little other samples. Question I saw, it said Zay Williams said, "What about vocal chops for TV placements?" Yeah, you can use vocal chops as long as they're not sampled. They have to be royalty free. LA skateboard vibes, yeah, for sure. You got the ears, eh? All right, next up we got the homie Freddie River again. He said, "Don't know if I submitted this one already too, but it's called Coffee Run." Let's get it. Okay. Childish Gambino on this? outro right here. Clean, man. Amazing. This has like a good 60s, 70s soul vibe to it, mixed with like, I don't even know, Ricardo. I don't know. You're on another level. This was clean, bro. Love this track. Nicely done, Freddie. That's probably one of my favorite ones that you've submitted, for sure. Next up, we got the homie Chakara. This one's, he said, made this one a while ago and didn't do anything to it. It's just a Christmas vibe, maybe trap beat. I worked on the sting to song more like a sting. What? I'm just gonna skip that part. I made it with intention of a singer or rapper hopping on it. So let me know if I should add a lead or something. All right, let me hear it. It's Christmas jam.
Got it.
Oh. That's a good sting right there. I like that sting. I think what you can do to this to make it more sync ready, you got the arrangement. I see you got the arrangement pretty decent. You could add some sleigh bells here at the end to bring more drive into it. Going into that sting, that's really going to give the listener an audio indication that the track is about to end. So you want that drive to go right into that sting. You want this to have a little bit more busier feel. I don't think you need to add a lead to it because you have a nice sign lead that complements this track really well. I like the elements that you use, like the happy holiday spirit vibes to it, but I think that it gets a little bit repetitive, and the way you can break that is when you get to this verse section here, is that you can take out some of those drums since they're pretty much the same in the beginning. That way it doesn't sound like they loop, and then instead of having those piano stabs, use piano chords. So have the same progression, but just use like whole note chords that kind of just play going on here. And then maybe change up the melody of the bell just a little bit for this, just to introduce something different. It's going to change the vibe of the track just a little bit, and then you bring it back in. Yeah. I really like that lead, though. It fits really nicely with this track. Nice vibes to it. Sound selection is pretty cool. I like this track. Nicely done. Chikara. Next up, we got the homie GC Hits. I'm going to end it with Zadi will be the last track today. I have a call in like 18 minutes, so I'm going to try to get through these a little bit quicker. I'll be playing like about a minute and a half, 2 minutes of each track. All right, GC Hits. Good to see you submitting, bro. You said, is this one too dark? goes. Okay, you switch it up here. All right, DC, not bad at all. This is definitely a good anthem, like sports highlight vibe to it. I think that a couple things that you can do to kind of elevate this to the next level, and I don't think it's too dark, by the way, to answer your question. A couple things you could do to elevate this to the next level is that when you have sports highlight tracks, which this fits perfectly for, or think of it like boxing or stuff like that, you want it to have a good up-tempo pace to it. So I would speed up the tempo a little bit, and I would also work on sound selection. Some of these sounds are dope, but they also sound pretty dated. A good reference point would be like if you compared like a high energy track that has that vibe that we heard earlier from Revision. You hear he has like little arps or stuff in the background to kind of give it like a more modern feel. The pace is up there. You have like a brass hit feel to yours too as well, which the brass is decent. I don't mind the brass at all. But little elements just to give it a little bit more modern feel, because it does have like a little bit of a dated feel to it with the like the bells and the little chants that you have. This part. Other than that, this would fit really well for a drama beat too as well, man. Like I feel like this definitely can fit for sync licensing. Just those few little tweaks to take it to the next level. Great sports _ yeah. For sure. All right, we already did Quad X, so we're going to go to the Coach. This one's a Mission Impossible track. Anytime, DC. Thanks for submitting, bro. We're going to speed through these tracks here. I recognize this. I think you showed me this before. Pretty sure. I'm gonna see where it goes. Okay. All right, nicely done, Coach. This is a good cinematic feel. I like the drops a lot, especially when it gets to the part with the I think one thing I think that you can add to this, if you were looking for a critique, I know this is a motion array track. I can tell by the file name. Is those low impact like drums that you have, or those low drums? Those drums you have in the background that are cinematic, at least, are missing low end. Like it sounds very thin on the low end side. I would bring those out or add something that gives a little bit more bass or energy to it. And that bass too is kind of tucked away. does sound, it sounds more full though when it drops. This drop is fire. All right, that's the critique I have for that. Nicely done. Next up, we got the homie Zay again. Has like a very good like drama scripted series feel. Like think about Insecure. Has a good feel for that type of show. Nicely done. Very smooth. Next up we got the homie Coach Yin. He says when you were looking for K-pop, I submitted this. Okay. They ended up finding what they needed. This is good. Let's switch up. Oh, that's right. This is back and forth. I'm gonna pause it right there. That track is super solid, Coach. Definitely submit that in. That's a really good track. Well produced. Nicely done from the homie Coach Music. Next up, we got the homies Audi. We're gonna end it with this guy. He says, "Bro, thanks for the suggestion. I'm definitely gonna work on that. You got any specific libraries which you think I could submit this track?" I have a list of libraries on my website. There's one that's for free that has 30 different libraries you can submit to, or you can get the one in the description at the very top where there's like 200 plus. I've researched them. I put what genres they like you to submit, as well as a direct link to contact them, as well as some email templates, and video, like a short little video tutorial of how to submit to them. So those are the two references I can give you as far as libraries. Let's listen to this track. We're gonna end it with Zadi. I'll probably play like a minute and a half. So I gotta go.
Zadi.
Go. There, because I gotta go, but that track is pretty clean, man. Has a good underscore feel to it for TV. I would recommend submitting that one too as well. Maybe adding a couple of layers to it if you are looking to submit it for TV and you have not released it yet. But that is going to wrap up the stream. The coach said got the most talented community. Y'all are fire. 100%. The people in this community, I've been saying this for weeks now, are crazy. I'm definitely formulating a plan to create a library, my own little internal library, my own. That's gonna be for the composers, for the artists. Gonna be fair, like super. I don't know. I'm just gonna be working my ass off to put the community on the map and give you guys a platform where you guys can really elevate and create a career with yourself, or even be a stepping stool to your career. So we will be in touch with you when things are starting to formulate. Zay, you said where can you find that list of libraries? It's going to be in the description below. Or you can just go to my website, www.excalibur0.com. But that's where you'll be able to find it. You can either go to the store, which is where that list, the library directory is for $40, or you can get that free library directory if you just click free on the website. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys next Friday. You guys have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving's next week, right? Happy Thanksgiving. I will be on next Friday, the 25th, Black Friday. And you already know we got Black Friday deals if you're looking to cop the course already on the website. But that